Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back, guys, to a new episode of Factorio. So, in the previous episode, we killed some biters. We don't have to worry about those guys anymore. Increased our steel production. Now the steel is backing off again, as you can see here. That's just brilliant. And I've had enough of crafting all the time underground belts myself, so that's what we're going to automate right now, underground belts. So we need a lot of gear wheels and regular transport belts, and after that improvements we'll need even more gear wheels. So my fellow friends, you can't be moved actually, because this is exactly what we want to use as well. Painful. In that case, we're going to smack our lovely underground belt production in between here, and getting rid of that power pole, because, well, that power pole is in the way. And it wasn't even supplying anything. That's just perfect. If things just work out the way you want them to, the way you want them to work out, and they just accidentally really do work out, because, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, just look at that. That's just so perfect. Everything was already in place and prepared. Baka. Okay, so everything was already prepared and in place. That's just perfect. If things work their way out, you just plan them to work out. Even though, oh no, I was just a bit too early with being happy, right? We still need iron blades. Oopsie daisy. Totally forgot about those. Why have we got some iron blades? That's a big question. Like here, an iron line ends, and another one is over there. So we have either need to bring the iron down from. Speaking of iron, I think we'll have to work on iron a tiny bit. Look at that, my fellow friends. The iron consumption went through the roof because of our steel smelters. That's so ridiculous, but that's a positive thing. I mean, the fact that we have enough. There you go. We just need another underground belt. That's exactly why we're building this factory. Just can't be bothered to craft all of those goddamn things all the time myself. Okay, so the general idea is, guess we have to, that's not a big issue, just take you, and you take it here, and you take it, smack it in this one. Brilliant. Wait, why do we have 33? That makes no sense. Because you were taking them out by one. Okay, so another underground belt. There we. No, that's not going to work. We need one more space to kind of fiddle it out. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. No problem. We can figure this one out. That's not an issue. We are experts in doing that thing. This is so ridiculous. So let's move you actually up all the way. Got more space here. Why you not produce? Because you don't have enough iron plates as well. Yeah, I know. I've realized that we are having an iron plate issue. Don't worry about that. We'll figure that out. Let's go for concrete. Okay, so iron plate issue. Okay, next we're going to use red belts here because of two reasons. Reason one, I don't have any other belts on me right now. Reason two, because of the underground belt in the thingies, you cannot place an underground belt underneath an underground belt except if it's another underground belt color. So you can use it like this. That would still not solve my issue, right, would it? Let's make it the other way around. Where do my red belt has to stop in order for me to feed the plates into that thing. Oh, I can see the issue. Like, I wanted to stop it here, that would make sense, but then I can't even move it in since... Okay, that makes no sense. I made a mistake in thinking things through. I need to bring in iron plates, like this. Like that, so I have to bring them over here. You can't move them through this. No. However, I could move the factory. So easy. And bring in the iron. I think this one would be easier. How this we wouldn't be able to get any gear wheels, so we're going to use it like that. Yeah. I think we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So you stop. We're going to use you, of course, in the middle here. Brilliant. So you working. I mean, this entire contraption thingy was not that necessary. Going to move you. No, moving you back wouldn't change anything. So you can stay here. That's fine. You can go. You have to go and do like one of these ridiculous things here. One of these ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. But some things just have to be ridiculous. Okay, brilliant. So now you can. Nope, that's not going to work. Like this. Ha. Oh, you don't even need gear wheels. Well, in that case, you just get rid of that anyways. I thought you need some gear wheels. Only you need gear wheels. Okay. So but you actually need to be blue one. And we can smack in a nice electric power pole in the center and the light. Perfect, right? So what's now the issue? Oh yeah, chest. Chest. There we go. And you just go for 1 sec. Okay, you are just... because you have an inserter accidentally. Now you're feeding in that. And I'm going to give you a couple of steel plates to work. Brilliant! My underground belt thingy is working. That took now longer than expected, but that looks so complicated. Okay, so oh, of course, I totally forgot about you. I still haven't solved this small issue here. Well, it's not an issue. You need iron plates. And you need iron plates as well. How can you get half of them and the other one half goes to you? Well, there's a pretty simple solution to that. A splitter, I think. Yay! Problem solved. I presume. Okay, now. Well, we have a bigger problem. Attacks in the north. Wait, new attacks in the north. Wait, new attacks in the north. Okay, going to smack you guys as well down at some point, but first I saw something at the end of the previous episode, and that's you. Okay, so now you guys are red belts as well. However, we don't have enough iron ore. Let me check. Only one miner is not working. Okay, interesting. Because I thought the main reason would be because half of the miners are empty, but it seems like that's not the case. But rather just. I don't know whether we should really call it just. Our iron consumption went through the roof, as it seems. Okay, so there you go. Like this, and Maybe shouldn't smack them that close to each other. Give them their natural spacing. Something like this. There will be one space here in the middle that won't be mined anyway, so it's not going to be perfect. But with that, definitely won't have any mining iron ore problems. And you're pretty much done with 200. And you guys have a productivity of 10%. That's awesome. So things looking good now. More iron ore will be delivered to you guys. That's good. I don't have any iron ore. Okay, that's easy. That's nice. I have some excess smelters. You don't have space to put it anywhere, so whatever. Then next up, 2, 1 space, 2, 1 space, 2. Copper is still okay. I mean, look at that. We have so much more copper than iron. So much more iron smelters than copper smelters, but things seem to be alright still. That's so weird, but well, that's the way things are. So I'm going to upgrade our smelter thingy a bit, even though I'm going to be honest, I don't think we need that many smelters at the moment, but whatever. Rather have too many than too little. However, that of course requires a belt upgrade. Going to do, let's say, up from here, it's going to be red belts, and with that we have a probably perfectly balanced belt income of iron ore. And I totally forgot something that we researched a couple of episodes ago, probably 2, or in the beginning of the last episode. A huge sink of resources, or it will become a huge sink of resources, however a very necessary one. This plastic belt is so annoying here, I'm going to be honest. So that's being you two. Blue circuits, there we go. Blue circuits, you guys need 20 green chips and 2 red chips per circuit. So that's why they are a huge sink of resources. Okay, there we go. Concrete is done. Let's go for projectile damage. Let's do some wartime, like upgrades. Some war and damage output related upgrades. That's definitely going to be a good thing. Okay, brilliant, my friends. We can now take in plastics, and green chips. Well, we don't need one of that. Copper wire, and there we go, increasing the production of red chips. So with that being said, maybe a bit wrong like this. I don't know how wide. I'm probably not going to make that many of them. Like I can remember that 5 or 6 were more than enough. Well, I couldn't keep up my production of. Couldn't keep the production of chips up with only like 3 or 4 of these guys working anyway. So yeah, take, and like this. There we go. You won't work anyway since we don't have any sulfuric acid yet. Time for some pipeline working. Pipelines right up to the shore. In what country is it that all the pipelines are pretty much so close to the shore? Is it America? I don't know. Can remember some from a movie or something. Well, if it's from a movie, it's probably America. America. The pipelines. Okay, we are being attacked again from the north. Very interesting. That's very like. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oops. That was one too close. There you go. Oh wait, we have the sulfuric acid already in the base, so we don't have to run all the way to the oil. Okay, brilliant. So you can be go there, then we can just delete you and be like, perfect. Perfect. Problem solved. Is the chips working? Brilliant, they're working. Awesome. The blue chips done. Give me transport belts and other annoying, well, not annoying things, but rather things that we need. Give me a couple of assembling machines. Give me a couple of transport inserters. Brilliant. Give me underground belts. Awesome. Things working. And you guys are being copper wire. Why am I not surprised by the fact that copper wire is the issue? Okay, so yeah, now you can just take you two out here and have a nice blue. Well, that's just being a douchebag. There we go, that should be enough. Okay, so before things are going to escalate even further, let's take our tank and kill those biters in the what is that, northwest. These ones are the guys that are attacking us constantly, so that way we actually get some small amount of action in this episode as well. That's like pretty good, right? Isn't it? And we have still 20 units of regular ammunition, like machine gun ammunition. Oh wait, there are two bases. Oopsie, I was not planned to do that. Okay. We don't care about the biters, we just care about the bases. Boom, 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 and a nice shot right through the biters. Okay, they already have medium biters. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. We have 8 rounds left. Going to do one more run like this. Going to shoot right through that. One base down. Second base. That killed one of the spitters. Like the big bad things. Let's kill a couple of those guys that are annoying me. Oh, that's more effective. Flamethrower for the win. Who cares about not being allowed to? Okay, wait. Boom, boom. I mean, we really don't need to run these circles. There are not that many targets anymore. We could just stop here. Well, maybe not right there. We are out of ammunition. I think. Oh wait, we are in a tank. Who cares? Okay, now let's just be like. Oh wait, you're still alive. You were still alive until you were dead. That's so ridiculous. You were alive until you were dead. I mean that's very philosophical, isn't it? I think I'm going to go down in history. You were alive until you were dead. I think that's not even funny, but I don't know why I think it is funny. Perfect. So look, is the pollution already hitting those guys? No, it isn't. Now we should have some peace and quietness. And there we go. Parking our tank here, repairing the minor damage we took. Perfect, and there you go, 10% actually, just under 10%. Okay, brilliant. So blue chips flowing, green chips flowing, copper wire as well. Iron plates. Iron plates is the issue. Okay, copper. Copper is not good. There we go. Finally, the copper is struggling. I'm so happy that we actually managed to get the copper struggling. I mean, we are so slow. Really. Our research is so much further than our base. Look at that. We have different bots, logistics, everything already researched. We still haven't started on that. I'm so slow in this playthrough. Okay, projectile damage. Brilliant, let's go for another projectile damage because, well, why not? Weapon shooting speed, yeah, let's go for weapon shooting speed. Going to sink some resources into that, give us some time to improve our entire facility here. So give me 2 more smelters and that's all all we will expand in that direction at least. Since cookies? No, because it doesn't make sense to further expand in that direction. There's coal line here, and it really doesn't. Oopsie. There you go, like this. Now you're going to do the same thing as we did with iron. Going to plan a second line with slightly different, not approach but different flow, especially copper ore flow, since we're going to split it over here. Let's split it one further down for further maybe improvements. I have no clue whether we need any improvements. Okay, so we need you here. Actually, that makes literally no sense what I just did. This is just pure idiotism. Yeah, that's just douchebagness. Being a douchebag. Because I thought about not going to loop that entire thing around, but we're not looping the ore around, we're looping the iron plates around. So that's a difference. Is it? Well, one of the two has to loop around in this type of construction anyway, so... Oh, and we're out of smelters. Give me, what is that, 3, right? Yes, I prepared for 3 of those guys. So, 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. And you still not taking in any coal well, not, or you can call that perfect, me being absent-minded. Here, we definitely need this, here, 1 drill, just to get rid of the iron, the copper patch. Like this. We have to get rid of that in order to just build on top of it without accidentally losing this resource. Well, 44 copper units, 43. It's not a lot, but still. We don't have a scarcity yet, but still rather have those resources than not having them. Right. Okay, we're underground. Perfect, so that's just, this underground contraption thing is just temporary. And I think that's pretty obvious. We're not building over one of those plates. Ore spots, I think. Then you can just go all the way here and then be like... I don't want to feed it into this one, this will create a big issue. Like this issue, we have like 4-5 plants doing this work, one side of the belt, while the others are doing the others way more. However, in the future this won't be an issue. This really won't be an issue. I just leave it at the way it is. And we don't have enough copper ore. Anyways, these guys are not working. That's good to be here. I want to place one here. Can just delete this entire belt line I just created because I didn't pay enough attention to. There we go. It has to be like this. This will still leave something or whatever. Then we'll leave some spots to clean up later once we have established outposts. Speaking of outposts, why not go and build... You're empty, okay. Speaking of outposts, why not go and build an outpost? A copper and an iron outpost. I mean, we don't need it. Technically, we don't need it yet. But... There you go. But why not? This would also already make our infrastructure ready to handle additional loads. And we can further improve things. So what I mean with that, get rid of, you know, train stops, pollution. Don't really need pollution at the moment. So acquiring this copper ore field. And wow, 2 iron fields right next to each other. A huge train leap here. Well, huge station down there. We still have enough ore. I mean, acquiring this copper field is a thing of not even half an hour. Just expand the line. What is that? 100 rails or something. 100 rails, make a loop here, come back, train stop. The bigger issue will be building the train station down here. So let's have a look at things. So where would I smack down the train stations? Oh, and we have a countdown. Okay, so that was the timer. Let's just quickly go through that, at least in theory. If we were to build train stations, copper train station underneath here. That's very good. You can just take the copper ore and smack it into this line. Let's prolong it a bit here. And we can have the copper station here. That's perfectly fine, sane and easy. If this is our main route for iron, which would in the first base be south, would probably make more sense, make the train station for iron on this side and make some connection to this rail side here via one rail. We're going just straight through our stone facility. That makes no sense. Along the wall, well, along the wall perimeter right now, we're going to increase the wall perimeter by, I don't know, by down here or something. Then we could take that and be like, take the train rails from here, down here, and up, and have one more large circle, like roundabout thingy like this, over here, which will be the main point, actually, the main entrance, let's call it the main entrance to the base. Well, this is the secondary entrance, or the entrance for the western part, western and northern part, so you can come in down here, like between those two lakes, coming down and into this base part for copper and oil production, or further down and then east, going in, down like that, something along these lines, and expanding to the eastern side here by a medium-ish margin, by like, what is that, 25% towards this direction, to enable a large train station for iron flow. And uranium will be probably go in this direction with your nuclear power. Okay, very good. That seems like a sound plan. So, and things will be actually very easy to integrate here. We have a lot of space here, of good amount of space here. A couple of cliff explosive, getting rid of that cliff, and then we're ready to go. So today's episode was really. Wait, what did we do? We started our blue chips production. Check. We increased our copper production. Did we finalize the iron production here, the second line? I think yes. And we killed a biter base. I mean, this was really a lot of small things, and I think that was a very good episode. So I hope you enjoyed it as well, and until next time, Spaceship signing out.